Now that was a bad start. So we were driving for a couple of minutes and then I realized that I forgot my wallet and my passport. So that would have been disastrous if we were at the Norwegian border and I don't have a passport at that time. So luckily we were not far from my house at that point, so I had to turn around. Now we are at the first supercharging stop at Emsburen. As usual, I ignored the navigation for the supercharging stops. They wanted me to stop at Apeldoorn, but I still have like 40% left at that point. So yeah, that was a little bit too much because the charging rate, because of the high state of charge, it would not be that much. So now we're at Emsburen. We arrived here with about 10% battery, and now our next stop is going to be Rade, which is about 200 kilometers. So I'm going to charge up till about 350 kilometers so I can enjoy the German Autobahn a little bit as well. But now time to let the kids out for a little bit and let them play, and then we're off for the next stop. We're at Lone Supercharger now for an unscheduled stop, since the GPS has indicated that there's a huge traffic jam near Bremen, so it's going to route us around it, which I think is a good idea, but that means that we don't have that as an alternative. So I'm stopping here now for a quick 10-minute charge, just to make sure that I have enough to get to Rade. And also there were some traffic works that made us do a little deviation that we didn't schedule. So yeah, if you try to go for the minimum of charging required, then yeah, sometimes you end up in a situation like this where you have an unscheduled additional stop. But it's only going to take us 10 minutes, and it's less. It's like 500 meters from the highway, so it's not really a detour that we're doing. Yeah, so 10 minutes and then we're on our way again. So we arrived in Rade. We're currently at 616 kilometers driven, and we did that in 6 hours and 45 minutes. So quick calculation, that's around 90 kilometers an hour that we're doing. So now we're going to take a quick bite, and then it's back on the road again. Now we have arrived at the hotel. We did 915-ish kilometers in 10 hours and 45 minutes, which is my proven travel time of 85 kilometers an hour, everything included. So that's charging, eating and driving, of course. So yeah, we're still on track for our regular pace. Tomorrow we visit Legoland with the kids, and then the day after that we travel across to Norway, and then the journey really begins. So yeah, for now we're going to get unpacked, get some good night's sleep, and then let's continue tomorrow. Hey guys, so I dropped the family off at the motel that we're staying for one night. Tomorrow we're taking the boat into Norway. So now I'm charging up all the way back there at the Randers supercharger, which has 14 stalls. It's going quite okay. I got 117, 118 kilowatts, so that's a good charge rate. But yeah, I need to charge up quite a bit because as of tomorrow we're going a little bit into dark territory, and it's going to be quite some kilometers until we reach another supercharger. Yeah, so today we did Legoland with the kids, and they had a great time. And something that I noticed especially today is that when you drive with autopilot on the Danish highways, you get this the on-ramps that they have. So they have these line markings, and then they stop midway the on-ramp, and then autopilot automatically thinks that the lane has widened quite a bit, and it just seeks out the lane or the middle of the lane, that what it thinks it is the lane, so it moves to the side a little bit, and then it has to adjust again. So that was kind of funky. So yeah, that's something that Tesla needs to fix. Also seeing a lot of really short highway exits. So if we have an auto exit, that is something that's going to be really tricky here, because there's no long pre-sorting lanes for the actual exit. But yeah, so charging up to 90% here. Doing some video editing in the meantime, just to keep myself busy. And yep, for the rest, looking forward to finally getting into Norway tomorrow. So good night, and see you guys tomorrow. Now we arrived in Kristiansand, our first place in Norway. I've got this beautiful church behind me here, so now we're going to explore the city a little bit, head out to the ocean, and let the kids have a little swim, and then we go to the hotel room, have some dinner, and tomorrow we're on our way to Jorpeland, where we will pass a nice lighthouse as well, which we will stop, and that's going to be pretty much an entire day trip again. And then this is the first time that we stay somewhere for 2 days. So yeah, let's get exploring. So we just charged up at the Lyngdal supercharger, which has 20 stalls, which is quite a big one. But we're going to encounter a 40 stall one as well on this journey. So a lot of shopping to do around here. So we got our food for lunch, and now we continue towards Vejle, if I pronounce it correctly. And there we charge up a little more before we head into dark territory once more. Where we have a couple of days of no superchargers available. So yeah, it will be charging at the house, probably if the extension cable is more than long enough, or otherwise I will have to find a Shademo charger. Yeah, let's go. Okay, so we are on the ferry now to Jorpeland. So just like half an hour drive left, and then we're at our house for the next 2 nights. And tomorrow, if the weather still permits, then we'll do Preikestolen as a hike. So yeah, looking forward to that. Climbing up Preikestolen, it's quite a hike. It's beautiful here, but it is quite a few steep sections, a lot of rock climbing, stuff like that, but yeah, it's going to be worth it.